I am so glad that you're interested in learning more about Scotland in the class. Now, in this video, I will explain to you how the lessons are delivered, what the lessons cover, how we know the lessons are being implemented, how we find the teachers who want the lessons, and most importantly, why we know this program works. We'll also cover some information on how to make a donation. So let's start with how the lessons are delivered. We provide the lesson plans, activities, and materials all online. Everything is available for teachers to download, but we keep it all online as a step-by-step lesson plan so that we can make updates and changes as needed as per teacher feedback and changing teacher requirements. Keeping in mind that teachers have lifetime access to this unit, it is our goal to keep the unit relevant to their teaching needs. What the lessons cover. Scotland in the Class includes lessons specifically designed for the language arts classroom, music, art, and PE teachers in kindergarten through 5th grade. There are over 32 lessons in the unit, and no two lessons cover the same content. By the time the student has completed elementary school, they will have covered content from musical form and Scottish music to history and artistic patterns of the tartan to Scottish literature and poetry. Now, if this isn't already enough, we have also given all of the students and teachers complete access to the Highland Echoes performance. This engaging entertainment is a great way to get the students excited about learning more about the dance, the culture, and the history. So enough about the content. Now let me tell you how we know the lessons are being implemented. With all the lessons being accessible online, we're able to track which teachers have seen the lessons, which ones have been through the lessons completely, and how many students completed each lesson from the remote learning. It's pretty incredible. So for the teachers who have used the lessons, we give them special rewards, and everybody loves rewards. The teachers who aren't using the lessons, we personally reach out to in order to understand why they aren't using the lessons. We use that feedback to improve areas that need more attention. So far, we have improved our communications to teachers because most of the reasons they weren't using the unit was because they forgot about it. So we quickly implemented an email sequence so that once teachers gain access to the unit, they get 6 weeks of weekly emails with lesson highlights and features. We've seen a 65% increase of implemented lessons since that time. So how do we find teachers who want these lessons? Our Scotland in the Class team of teachers who created the lessons are also very active in teacher groups. Once teachers get in and see the quality and see the results, they share the news with other teacher friends. A common misconception amongst many people is that the principal or the school board needs to sign off for this unit. This is completely false. A principal can, if they want, ask the teachers to teach the lessons, but it's not really the best way to find our schools. By far, the best way is by finding the teachers who are excited to teach the unit. Once they do it, they tell their colleague how much time it saved them, how engaged the students were, and then the colleague is hooked and ready to teach the lessons also. This is extremely important for the success of the program. Teachers create the lessons for students, not the principals. Yes, teachers have to work within a curriculum framework to teach standards, but the content they use is mostly up to the teachers. Let me give you an example to make this more clear. The 2nd grade lesson in our unit is about Robert the Bruce and the Spider. It's a famous Scottish fable. We chose a fable because 2nd graders need to learn about fables. It's one of the standards. However, the standards do not tell the teacher which fable to use to teach the fable. But most of them don't think about using Robert the Bruce and the Spider. In fact, they may not even know it. And it's a wonderful fable which teaches an amazing lesson to children. So our 2nd grade lesson is exactly what teachers need to teach, but we gave them Scottish content to teach it. So I hope this helps clarify how we find teachers who want to teach the lessons. The most important part of all of this is, how do we know that this program actually works? Well, first and foremost, we ask for feedback. In fact, it's another thing we reward teachers for. Without getting feedback from our teachers, we really can't know how to improve. And teachers are very honest about what works because they know we are only adding value to their lives. And so when they ask for more, we give it. So here's what some of the teachers are saying. I am finishing this unit with my fifth graders. It has been a fascinating and superbly fun unit. I never knew anything about walking before, but this has taught me so much. Through this unit, the kids get some great cultural exposure, interesting foreign language, a deeper way to think about work in community, creative lyric writing, working together on a task, and an appreciation for what has come before. I love that there are so many extensions all included, from videos to teaching audio to maps and flags to additional language lessons. It inspired the kids to go way beyond the unit and investigate their own heritage, ethnic clothing, and playful solo singing. My principal happened to sit in on one of the lessons and was absolutely fascinated. She loved it. Scotland in the Class is a perfectly integrated unit that is aligned with the teaching objectives required by the state of North Carolina, and it is so user-friendly. The lessons, the music, the work, it's all done for you. A teacher's dream. We've taken some screenshots just of requests and thank yous from teachers using Scotland in the Class. The second way we know this program works is because of the consistency aspect. Consistency is very important, and we know as teachers and as experienced learners that repetition and consistency is by far the best way to learn. This program doesn't take the entire year to teach. It's only about 4 to 7 lessons per year. But that is 4 to 7 lessons every year for 6 years. By the time a student has left elementary school, they have repetitively received lessons about Scotland that add up to around 24 to 36 lessons. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but trust me, it's a lot. And it's probably 24 to 36 more lessons than they would have had otherwise, because most teachers are not teaching the standards using Scottish content. This message is so important for you to hear now, because every Scottish organization who wants to support and promote Scottish culture should understand that now is the time when students need it the most. Through the remote learning lessons, students at home will get that sense of confidence and belonging and self-esteem that they need right now. Teachers right now need the help of distant learning lessons that are already done. They are overworked trying to keep up with the pace and the ever-changing requirements. The timing is right for this. Nothing like this has ever been created before, and there has never been such a need for something like this ever before. This is a great opportunity to promote Scottish culture amongst the youth in your community.